The automatic doors of St. Mary's Hospital hissed open, slicing through the Tuesday afternoon routine with sudden, unnatural silence. Phones stopped ringing mid-conversation. A nurse dropped her pen, the plastic clatter echoing down the sterile hallway like a gunshot. Coffee cups froze halfway to lips. And there he stood. Imagine this, a 6 feet 4 inches, 250-pound Hells Angels president, covered in leather and scars, storms into the ER. But wait until you see what he's carrying. James Hawk Davidson, president of the Desert Ridge chapter. His vest bore the Death's Head patch, worn leather decorated with pins and badges that told stories most people would never understand. His boots, heavy and road-worn, left wet prints on the polished floor. Rain dripped from his long hair tied back in a ponytail, his face set in pure determination. But it wasn't just a biker that froze the emergency room. It was what he carried. Cradled in his massive arms, like the most precious thing in the world, was a little girl, maybe 5 years old, limp and unconscious. The child's pink jacket was soaked with blood, one small arm hanging at an unnatural angle. Her face pale as death, lips tinged blue. And Hawk, this man who looked like he'd walked straight out of society's nightmares, held her with a gentleness that defied everything his appearance suggested. You think you know who the villain is? Keep watching, because this monster is about to become the hero. ***. Somebody help her. Hawk's voice cracked, rough as gravel, but trembling with panic. Please, she's not breathing right. The ER staff snapped out of their trance. Nurse Jennifer Hayes rushed forward, her 15 years of experience kicking in. Trauma Bay 2, now, get Dr. Richardson. She reached for the girl, but Hawk hesitated, his arms tightening protectively. His sharp blue eyes met hers with intensity. I've got her, sir, Jennifer said gently. Let me help her. Hawk's jaw clenched, then he loosened his grip and carefully transferred the child. His hands shook as he let go. Her name is Lily, Hawk said. Lily Davidson, she's 5. She was riding her bike in a car. His voice broke completely. The car didn't stop. The trauma team moved like a storm. Dr. Michael Richardson appeared. What do we have? Female child, approximately 5 years old. Hit-and-run victim. Severe trauma to the left side. Possible internal bleeding, broken arm, unconscious but breathing. BP is dropping. Pulse is thready. Hawk followed, his heavy boots echoing. A security guard stepped forward. Sir, you can't go back there. Try to stop me, Hawk said, low and dangerous. The guard stepped aside. Inside the trauma bay, chaos erupted in controlled precision. Scissors cut away Lily's bloody jacket. 4 lines inserted. Monitors beeped urgently. We need to intubate, Dr. Richardson announced. Oxygen saturation is dropping. Jennifer, set up for a chest tube. Possible pneumothorax. Wait. Hawk's voice cut through. Is she going to make it? Dr. Richardson looked up. We're doing everything we can, but sir, you need to step outside. I'm not leaving her. Hawk's voice was firm. Final. Jennifer glanced between them. Sir, she said softly. What's your relation to Lily? Hawk's eyes swam with tears he refused to let fall. I'm her father. The words hung in the air. Then you can stay, Dr. Richardson said. But against that wall, and don't touch anything. Hawk nodded, relief flooding his face. Thank you? The next 30 minutes were a blur. Lily's collapsed lung treated with a chest tube. Her broken arm stabilized. Internal bleeding managed. Hawk stood like a statue, eyes never leaving his daughter, lips moving in silent promises. Hospital Administrator Diane Foster appeared, expression pinched. She gestured to Jennifer. A word, please. In the hallway, Diane hissed. Do we know who that man is? The child's father, Jennifer said. A Hells Angel biker. There are 6 more in our waiting room. 3 families asked to be moved. This is a hospital, not a motorcycle rally. Jennifer's jaw tightened. That man just watched his daughter get hit by a car. He carried her here. Probably saved her life. Right now, He's a father terrified for his child. Everything else is noise. Jennifer, no, Jennifer interrupted. I don't care what he looks like or what patch he wears. His child is fighting for life in there. If you asked me to remove a parent from their child's side, I will walk out and never come back. Diane's mouth opened, then closed. She nodded stiffly and walked away. Lily was stabilized for surgery. Dr. Richardson explained. The internal bleeding is from her spleen. We need to remove it. It's serious, but kids recover well. She's young, strong. She's got a good chance. How good? Hawk whispered. I'd say 70, maybe 75%. But we need to move now. Hawk nodded, swaying. Jennifer noticed he was injured too. Blood seeped through his jeans, his hand badly scraped. You're hurt, she said. I'm fine. You're bleeding. I don't care. Hawk touched Lily's small hand. Lily, sweetheart, I'm right here. You're going to be okay. I promise. Daddy's not going anywhere. The surgical team wheeled her away. When the doors closed, Hawk crumbled. He pressed his forehead against the wall, shoulders shaking with silent sobs. Jennifer approached. Come with me. Let's get you cleaned up while we wait. I need to be here when she comes out. Surgery will take at least 2 hours. You can help her if you pass out. Reluctantly, Hawk followed. As Jennifer treated his wounds, scraped hands, bruised knee, possible fractured ribs, she asked, What happened? We were at the park. She wanted to ride her new bike. I was teaching her without training wheels. She was laughing, so proud. I looked away for 1 second to answer my phone. A car came out of nowhere, speeding. Lily didn't see it. I ran, but I couldn't. You got to her quickly, Jennifer said. You brought her here. You did everything right. I should have been watching. You're human. Accidents happen. What matters is what you did after. Most people would have frozen. You acted. She's my whole world. Her mom died 2 years ago. Cancer. It's just been me and her since then. If I lose her. Jennifer squeezed his shoulder. Let's think about what she'll need when she wakes up. She'll need her dad, whole and ready. In the waiting room, 6 Hells Angels sat in a tight group. When Hawk emerged, bandaged and in a fresh shirt, they stood. How is she? In surgery, spleen removal. 75% chance. Preacher, the older biker with kind eyes, pulled Hawk into a hug. She's strong like her old man. She'll pull through. A woman approached. I'm Karen Walsh. I judged you when you walked in. I pulled my daughter away. But I watched you with your child. I heard what you said. I'm sorry. You're clearly a devoted father. I hope she pulls through. Hawk looked stunned. Thank you, he managed. More people approached over the next hour. A father, a grandmother, a doctor off duty. All offering prayers, hope. The fear melted away. They saw not a gang, but a father and his brothers waiting for a child they loved. 2 hours turned into 3. Hawk paced like a caged animal. The bikers shared stories of Lily, how she loved dinosaurs, Spider-Man, how proud she was on her bike. Finally, Dr. Richardson emerged. She made it through surgery. It was touch and go. We had more bleeding than expected, but we got it under control. She's in recovery. Hawk's knees buckled. Preacher caught him. Can I see her soon? She's still unconscious, but her vitals are strong. She's a fighter. Like her mom, Hawk whispered. She fought too for 2 years. An hour later, in the pediatric ICU, Lily lay small in the bed, tubes and wires everywhere. But alive. Hawk took her hand. Hey buddy, Dad's here. You scared me bad, but you're going to be okay. Lily's eyes fluttered open. Dad? Right here, son. Did I crash my bike? Hawk laughed through tears. Yeah, buddy. You crashed hard, but you're tough. Tougher than your old man. Are you crying? Little bit. But good tears, because you're okay. Don't cry, Dad. Heroes don't cry. Hawk smoothed her hair. Sometimes they do, buddy. Sometimes the bravest thing is to let yourself feel it. Love you, Dad? Love you too, son. More than anything. Jennifer checked in later. The other families wanted me to tell you, they're praying for Lily. And they're sorry for judging. They don't need to apologize. Maybe not, but they wanted to. Sometimes it takes seeing someone's heart to remember we're all human. Over the next 3 days, Lily's room became a gathering place. Hell's Angels brought stuffed dinosaurs, Spider-Man comics. Regular families stopped by. A girl drew a picture, an elderly man brought a puzzle. The staff, once wary, were charmed by bikers reading bedtime stories with tenderness. On the 4th day, Lily was cleared for discharge. She'll need rest, no bike riding for 6 weeks. Hawk nodded. She'll be wrapped in bubble wrap if I have to. Lily groaned. Dad, no? Administrator Diane appeared. Mr. Davidson, I wanted to apologize. I made assumptions based on appearance. That was wrong. You and your brothers have been model visitors. You're a devoted father. Thank you, Hawk said. And thank you for letting me stay with her. Some rules, Diane smiled, are worth breaking. The Hells Angels formed a convoy around Hawk's truck as they left. Lily waved at the nurses. Jennifer watched them go. Never would have predicted that, a colleague said. That's the thing about people, Jennifer replied. They'll surprise you if you let them. 3 months later, Lily was fully healed, back on her bike, with Hawk never more than 10 feet away. But something changed in Hawk too. He started speaking at schools about road safety. His message creating impact. Every year on the anniversary, the Desert Ridge chapter organized a blood drive at St. Mary's. They called it Lily's Ride. It became the hospital's most successful donation event. Because sometimes the scariest-looking people carry the biggest hearts. Sometimes heroes wear leather and ride motorcycles. Sometimes the people we're taught to fear are the ones who save us when we need it most. Hawk never forgot that day, the worst day of his life. But he also never forgot what came after. The kindness, the strangers who became friends, the reminder that beneath our differences, we're all just people protecting the ones we love. And Lily, now 8, still obsessed with Spider-Man and dinosaurs, tells everyone, my dad is my hero. Not because he's in a motorcycle club or looks tough, but because when I needed him most, he was there. And he never left. If this story reminded you to look beyond appearances and see the humanity in everyone, share it. Subscribe to Bike Diaries for more stories that prove love, courage, and family come in all forms. Tell us in the comments, have you ever been surprised by someone you judged? How did it change your perspective? Sometimes the hospital freezes when a biker walks in. But when they see what he's carrying, they remember what really matters. Not the patch on his vest, but the love in his heart.